It was concerning the removal of the Chief Justice, Her Right Lordship Tokuno. Okatakyie Afrifa edit the Constitution of Ghana. I be exposed His Excellency John Mahama in a very big time. Adwene attached into Ompese Chief Justice. And also Mahama can say we receive 3 petitions. And na Air Force and say also the Chief Justice were ready, but Afrifa edit petitions me and said nyina ba bontene na esre keke. Aha Penyah block media. Mess say any demo. Obe like video na that room. Obe subscribe button. Now we click the page na code for latest updates. Na be chere wa dwen dey ama me e wo comment section. Mess so ba so a. Obe share video mo aso enya bi ahwe no hu de etwagu e wo makonko Ghana Mahama. It's about 10 days ago. And His Excellency John Mahama ebe can say we received 3 petitions. And ni nyina na Air Force say o remove Chief Justice, Her Right Lordship Tokuno onyini free ho. Emfa ni papo fro emesha nan as Chief Justice. Ema by na say amafo bi na no by that idea, especially the NDC people, they trumpeted that idea. Oh, okay, it is nice. Chief Justice onyini free ho. What I say? But Mahama, His Excellency, one for petition among for the buyer no. One can kayam nyan tibi. But a be court in sense amanan or sen kenwa kran o meeting court for that hearing. But Chief Justice Ekoye, His Excellency and the lawyers omo ama enti ene for the records Okatakyie Afrifa eba ni show so ena obekire mu adwene a etachire die ntia Mahama epeso so Chief Justice wickedness bi a ehye chire bone a ompese omudi
omutrim edru ni maka kire mo Mr. Chief Justice ompese omuyi no de etru ompese omuyi ne say omo ba eniema mienu omo se akufu ado afele the High Court with MPP inclined people. Oh my goodness, no. And so some MPP inclined people, yeah. And we release Japanese to force and we go on. So the omo yene say ombe so we Chief Justice we. No mo do Chief Justice ba. Oko constitution ni mo a. Ye will be a friend of tribunal, regional tribunals. Ordinarily, any democratic constitution, it should not have what we call regional tribunals under it. Now, young what regional tribunals are under the constitution. Now, regional tribunals, because J.J. Rawlings, or no military mindset in or and what the regional tribunals, special constitution. For the past 22 years, you regional tribunal be and they were most of the regional tribunal back. It be ready regional tribunal. Now almost a constitutional creation. So we have the Supreme Court as the apex court, and your court of appeal coming right under it. And your I think the regional tribunals, the High Court, then regional tribunals. That is Article 148. Most more documents in the Constitution reading. Now, Yansha there Article 142. Also, there shall be established in each region of Ghana such a regional tribunals as the Chief Justice may determine. Can you? So it has left the creation of regional tribunal in the hands of the Chief Justice. I don't know someone to mean Justice Tokunu. So they have to change Justice Tokunu. So the Chief Justice will come and establish regional tribunals in the whole regions. It's court is because of more train, so between Justice Tokunu, Chief Justice. Normally, Chief Justice for Fraba, no be established regional tribunals. 22 years, we've not done regional tribunals. Now, I share the composition of the regional tribunal. Or say the regional tribunal shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, who is a chairman here, chairman of the PNDC. Then, so regional tribunals, so more chairman of the that means NDC for Crawford, they don't back show, and they don't need to have any legal backing, legal knowledge. Or much now was some so. In Tubasha, yes, the tribunal now be some so. Yamana follow Yakurama in the era of J.J. Rawlings, and no person was back. So also it shall consist of the Chief Justice, one chairman, and such members who may or may not be lawyers. What the J.J. Rawlings to show you? The entire John Mahama and Yabri Chief Justice in any. Or say, second we can lawyer for and a bear judges and yadia. Name of regional tribunal and say it shall consist of the Chief Justice. one chairman, such members who may or may not be lawyers, as shall be designated by the Chief Justice to sit as panel members of a regional tribunal and for such period as shall be specified in writing by Chief Justice. So, Omo be setting up regional tribunal. According to Article 142, Judge Rollins is the way shame because also when you court you need said the be a court no or be create one kasane de. Now John Mahama no yes civilian government no also will be creating regional tribunals. The moment Chief Justice and one man in ye Chief Justice. No kura wo mu nyina ni. Bese no kura wo mu nyina ni govi. Ade nti on beso mu yi Chief Justice ni. Ana regional tribunal establishing no. Who hia lawyers. Edide hia na se ode wono ndisi for ba ko chana. Afa wo ko ni edi case no a. Regional tribunal do case. Yes ya jail you. Now let's look at the jurisdiction of the regional tribunal. Or say the regional tribunal shall have jurisdiction to try such offenses against the state and the public interest as parliament may by law prescribe. So in this case, we are faster, no more majority in parliament. A pass sembra, no more the regional tribunal. Now regional tribunal at national, no more the dim for case. It instead when we go through the High Court, the Court of Appeal, almost what we use. It will be creative regional tribunals. And they are being born. This is what John Mahama is doing. The entire Chief Justice in Nigeria. Men are make a chill. And come on, now I say the regional tribunal shall have such appellate jurisdiction relating to the matters described in clause 1 of this article as may be prescribed by law. See, you could do what some High Court. Instead, you can Court of Appeal. Now, could do Supreme Court. Regional tribunal now say appellate jurisdiction. You can say appellate jurisdiction. It means Oduwase we are. What mean from Court of Appeal? This outside the baho. That's outside the baho. Judge Rollins the creative sa boni we. And John Mahama person was out to us. Article 142, 143, the jurisdiction of the regional tribunal. The courts are in appellate. You can't appellate jurisdiction. You do as a magistrate. And ye yafako. We are not about High Court. Now High Court to Court of Appeal. Now Supreme Court. But with the regional tribunal, the appellate jurisdiction of the court is given to the regional tribunal. You don't go to Court of Appeal. It's one of the you do as we Naka so call appeal, Abasa call Maho. No fire. Eddie your mama sent Crawford Traba. So when ye a year or muddy. Now young Conian share Article 1433. For the purpose of hearing and determining an appeal within this jurisdiction and amendment, execution or enforcement of judgment or order in appeal, and for the purposes of any other authority expressly or by necessary implication given to by this constitution or any other law, regional tribunal shall have all powers, authority, and jurisdiction vested in the tribunal from which the appeal is brought. So all powers when it comes to appeal. Regional tribunal will have it. Eddie, your mama be ni. Waiting and near Biri CJ no. Now young read petitions in our Modiaban. Read it. Justice Tokunu. Now petition number 1. You summarize the petition in your uncle. Danny, for petition not so. Now you read it. When you are bomb team, I get ye Chief Justice no or per certain regional tribunals in your Kodima for them. If so many case.
So according to Afrifa, Mahama episode of forming regional tribunal. I just said no, so we are someone. Honest assembly the court regional tribunal honmua. You don't need a lawyer. A human to be the assembly. Omudneka se would for that's it. Appeal, you can't go to the High Court to appeal it. This was about the regional tribunal honma and one will make you appeal. If Bubo was a buabo, Kuma the transem, so I know there. Charlie, enya simkuma, enya nice. That idea in there, enya nice. Capred crada. Never fight to us one. And also how I can say we receive 3 petitions. And then I compel and say only the Chief Justice. Every honma. Every for I be ready. Petitions still now Mahama receive here and into no original so a Chief Justice everywhere. They say Ghana Gaza a comedy channel.
And then if you petition it also. You know, what the petition in the man? What the man more fun to say? Why? Mandani petition I day. A month for the radio, you have a year go be. So petition number 1. Ghana for where you document your free flag stabbers. The entire John Mahama Gina should the Chief Justice any when you know more ready be. So petition number 1, the original one the crummy, where you copy text in the do and yes near the more. Have a year ready. Was it the petitioners known as Shining Stars of Ghana are praying President Mahama to sack Chief Justice, Justice Tokunu, because she requested President Anado to promote 5 judges to the Supreme Court in May 2024. The Shining Stars of Ghana argued that her proposal to promote the judges was in breach of Article 144 of the 1992 Constitution. They make particular reference to Article 1442, which states that Supreme Court justices shall be appointed by the President, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council, in consultation with the Council of State and with the approval of Parliament. Enti almost Justice Tokonu petitioner number 1 go be ade o se Justice Tokonu aye eno ti yennyinadi emfiri one say was all recommend say yem promote some 5 justices be. But first of all, if your recommendation it is against the law, the Parliament war Article 1442 you read Article 1442 or say Supreme Court justices shall be appointed by President, acting on the advice of the Judicial Council, in consultation with Council of State. Not just that, and with approval of Parliament. So Penyah say, Sekufuado, and I say Justice Tokonu, will follow this process. I don't know Parliament approve. More fire. It will Parliament approve it. Adi original society from Pamono. Also, the petitioners claim that by writing to the President in her personal capacity as the Chief Justice, she had met the grounds for stated misbehavior, an offense that merited the removal from office, since no part of the process to appoint the justices of the Supreme Court admitted of her personal recommendation. Now the Omo Chirene say, I just I didn't see you. Nemo Churo Krata and Call Kekeno. Tienie. Yenyina Sonia from Pamono. Petitioner number 1. When John Mahama says stated misbehavior. So on grounds I bet him the Chief Justice said. Oko Supreme Court Constitution. The Constitution makes it clear. So for the independence of a year the judiciary, it wouldn't mean a year judge beard unless it said we merited certain things. You be ready. Now go be almost say or a chro letter Koma Kufuado. When the agent also the Chief Justice said, wait. When the Kufuado John Mahama so original so the now young reading yanko. Or say Shining Stars Feather averred that on 15th October 2024, Her Ladyship Justice Tokonu presided over a panel to determine the constitutionality of an action by the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Aman Sumani Baben, without hearing him in court.
More fire. More fire.
Was it Yama Speaker? Petitioner, Shining Star, and a Shining Star that was actually Nidi Ade a year Kingsley Ajay. Kingsley Ajay, when this in Papa. Kingsley Ajay, when this in Papa. Kingsley Ajay, and this in Papa. Kingsley Ajay. It was a Yama Right Honorable Speaker, Ama Court. Ama Mekambi, Ameka, a Yinibi. Was it the petitioner's claim? The petitioner's claim, okay, that is ex parte motion. You can't ex parte. Go be court no. And Mrana ma court to kwano. You free be ex parte motion. Say me ko Afrifa. Be say me ji bibi tiawa. Make me a court without your presence. Na ma ko akwaji aba bi tiawo. It bo wa injunction. It bo a certain ruling. Why would the can say ex parte motion? Na ex parte motion you free man ba. Was say no tie nyina so mfa nyina di. Now we was they contend that Mrs. Araba Esaba Tokonu had ignored the Odi Atarim Patem rule of natural justice, which simply translated in English, let the other side be heard. Now, two cardinal principles of law when it comes to the fundamental human rights, all the alterum pattern, and a normal Judas in Casaso. All the alterum pattern says, there are some two obisua, yen train penny, and you say, sa case of constitutional interpretation, not a speaker, some near the court, a constitutional interpretation, which the courts have been given under Article 2:1, the right and power, 2:1 and 130. See the action bar, only Supreme Court know what to me, so what interpretation. What's the yen a year, I abans money baby. Now nobody abans money by the baby court. Where you own a John Mahama's who in us. Petition in you. Shining Stars petition and John Mahama say, what refers here for Chief Justice in India? See, ya quite them who are one for abans money by Biametraho. It's ready. Was it the petition is signed by Chairman and Convener of Shining Stars of Ghana, Kingsley Ajay, and was written on the 14th of February 2025. When you ECJ?
More fire.
When you ECJ, you? Where you go? When you ECJ?
It's President Yasu.
A good father, John Mahama Shom. We
At the Akoma Council of State.
at the Akoma Council of State.
So, Omushim.
Omushim.
No more advice.
Omo advice no.
More fire.
After young share petition number 2. The entry CJD. Petition number 2.
Let them know. Let them know.
Your mama no baby chicken. I'm saying baby Hano.
And I be force.
Really? Petition number 2. Allah. Your mama baby Hano. When we just so, yam fra bamba biamba. It's your grounds for removal. Wait. But the Chief Justice said, Chief Justice Chro Krata Kome Kufuado. Say ye more a year justice be abaso. It's your non so in promotion. And no question Kufuado ye. There's no evidence of Kufuado ye. The Constitution is clear on the procedure in which and our members of Parliament or man raise any concern. No about them. Petition number 2. Every ACP Ayamga Akolugo. Now ready we have a say. I say also ACP Ayamga. Ave you ready we. ACP ni assistant commissioner of police. We police ni no say lawyer ni. Ai we ni mumra. An watchro. Eti Yohani, the wajina so. Yohani yamemu, Yohani sempa. Etrem yenu, chichemudu. Osina ACP Ayamga, Akolgo. What the petition by? Near the petition. Was assistant commissioner of police, Ayamga Yakubu Akolgo, who is also a lawyer and a chartered accountant. Once the Chief Justice suspended, immediately for doctrine evidence, abusing her office, and being discourteous and aggressive towards him in court.
More fire. We didn't come much there and also can't say you know some for Chief Justice.
Chief Justice Nemuno, or no, I am Gano. Chief Justice Nedinatem, and the Chief Justice are doctor a year records of the court. Now the entry were doctor records of the court. Was it COP ACP Ayamga? Averse that he appeared before the Supreme Court on November 14, 2023, in a case instituted. That is the Republic versus High Court. Secondly, ex parte, also ex parte, Ayamga Yakubu Akologo. The police officer claims that the Chief Justice was unruly to him. You guys are unruly as well. Or no, Ayamga is a Chief Justice in Muno. Asking him to stop shouting in the court. Was the Chief Justice during his submissions and without provocation caused his arrest and detention for about 2 hours on the grounds that he was rude and exhibited conduct that was unbecoming of a lawyer.
More fire. More fire.
Now, the entire Yengina so, from Pamu Chief Justice, and he said, Mr. Ayamga stated in his petition that the Chief Justice order to arrest and detain him amounted to 1. Abuse of prestige judicial office, breach of due process of law, rush of anger, and intended to ridicule and publicly embarrass him as a lawyer.
More fire.
Eti ono ayam gano Chief Justice Tiatiano Chief Justice catches one guy so shouting eti a abuse of the fundamental right article 33 amount the processes are abuse of fundamental right as a person. You can go through article 33 and seek redress. You can sue the Chief Justice. You don't sue the Chief Justice because wabayaba your mama will be court where your lawyer Chief Justice Tiatiano eti yenyina so mfanyi Chief Justice Weyo, if weyo, when a John Mahama so ojina so. Weyo, Kobi. When a John Mahama so ojina so the Chief Justice said, because I am gas a lawyer ni or court, and my Chief Justice Tiatiano, a pamono, and me a cheno. So it is abuse of one the fundamental human right. And meanwhile, he won't go on Article 33. What does Article 33 says? It says that if anybody your fundamental right is abused, whether a lawyer, whether you should come to court and come and seek for redress. Or someone seeking for redress. When your mama saw the Queen, now for you say, curiously, he claims that when he requested for the record of proceedings from the Supreme Court, he was shocked to see that it contained no reference of his arrest or the disparaging remarks the Chief Justice is alleged to have made on record. That to him constitute tampering with evidence and abuse of privilege office.
Hey. President.
Wait, second petition, I know. Was he abusing the fundamental right? One court, do it, and your man, John Mahama, did you Chief Justice in it? About we are Madam. Baby, I'm telling you, about Madam. No, I'm telling you. About Madam. Now, may shut time, may share a year, you can't say, a Sofia Kufu, former Chief Justice. May share former Attorney General. A year, you can't say, a better more drusu. Nama share a year or more. I didn't run it one more was our committee. So says, how do you make the Chief Justice? Well, when was so general? ACP Ayamga, Akologo. When was general? When watch the petition. Where the petition? Yanko na yanshadie. Nani yanko third petition. Third one. And no free than you for it. It's a monoquo. Some can't kwa. We near me 3 months in government where it is you will be a bachelor. It is 3 years. And some funukwa. Na baya waba. Who be papa you are. Every day scandal. When I could hear Well, for third one, a Branian kind and euphoria. So then euphoria, a Ghanaian citizen, alleges 21 instances of misbehavior on the part of Chief Justice and 4 counts of incompetence, which must necessitate the removal of the Chief Justice. Now, was it Chief Justice among the instances of misbehavior are allegations that the Chief Justice allegedly used 261,890 Ghana cedi of public funds of her private foreign travel in 2023 with her husband and daughter who were not entitled to such benefit. As it stands now, whether ne kunu ne ba no sika we ya wo kaso mu die no so won for evidence bi am was this Chief Justice Yusui. They also spent $30,000 of the public funds as per diem on the trip. Honestly, the John Mahama ejina so dia pam Chief Justice edi. Obi. The John Mahama ejina so e dia pam Chief Justice edi. Also, Mr. Ofori further alleges that in the same 2023, her ladyship misappropriated 75,580 Ghana cedi on another trip with her husband and to Arusha, Tanzania, where she also spent $14,000 of accountable interest, which she failed to account for. The petitioner claims that her ladyship Tokunu interfered with judicial proceedings by using operatives of the national security to seize court computers during the trial of Asen North MP, Jachikwesen by the state. Mr. Daniel Ofori accuses the Chief Justice of unauthorized way Ogobi. John Mahama any abri Chief Justice. Acquire tribunal in it. We are petitioning it. Obi, the entire you Chief Justice said, and your mammy and your petition in petition in any petition. Jayadi Chief Justice said in some years and ya. Daniel Ofori ne, a colo go ne, a year omudia. Wait, when the Chief Justice said, you know. Stated misbehavior. Where Ogobi? Your mom won't she. Some funu can say ya. Yet, Chief Justice said, and I'm here to get we know you. Nemo mono no kura wo mu pan say. Me so mpeso mo be ye tribunal, regional tribunal. No mo di nkwasesem.
So these are the 3 petitions. Or may I serious the person just tell you weigh your petition, weigh your point. Weigh your point and the we to pass the you be from the office. Weigh yourself. We have to run your mommy our conversation. Every family can say in fact and some there. Or the Constitution of Ghana, I be exposé NDC concerning the removal of the Chief Justice. What is your view and what is your take on that? Shall I your mommy our comment section? I Penyah Blog Media. Accra.